Hello and welcome to episode 1 of Sunday Story. I am Yuti Doshi, the founder of Man Mantra Mental Health. Today we have with us Ms. Priyanka Gaikwad. She's a psychologist. She's completed her clinical psychology and she's been in the field since past 5 years. Currently, she is also an animal assisted therapy and she uses her therapy dog Dino for helping people with mental health issues. So over to you, Priyanka.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Miss Yuti, to introduce me and to bring me on this platform to talk about AAT, which is not fairly known in our country. And I think it gives me immense pleasure to be here and talk about something I love doing the most in my profession. So it's really my heartfelt gratitude for having me on this platform. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us, Priyanka. When we talk about animal assisted therapy, as you rightly said, not many people practice it. So I really want to know about like what has inspired you to become an animal assisted therapist.
It's a long story and it's a tragic story as well. I was fond of dogs since I was a kid and probably always in love with dogs. And this is something which I used to always run out of the house for. Um, my mother is somebody who never wanted dogs to be in and around house. Since then, I felt I had some little connection towards dogs where I could just play and talk about my feelings to them or maybe play around with them. Since then, I got into my life 6 years back a dog called Mr. Dino, who has been my companion since then. And when the day he came in my life is the time I realized that I can something do in this field with help of animals. I read across and came across something called as animal assisted therapy. That's when I decided why not use Dino in this field, and the professions also go hand in hand. So do something like this. That's when I thought of doing a course of animal assisted therapy, which I did from University of Texas. And since then I've been practicing AAT across Mumbai.
Wow, that is so inspiring, Priyanka. Really. I mean, there are so many people having pets, and so many have got better with their health when they, be with their pets. And
Yes.
of course, having the motivation to help people, also, you know, taking your pet with your dream is really something uh,
Yeah.
we really admire that. So I really want to know how has Dino helped you and influenced you personally?
Nice question though. Dino has been a great partner to me since 6 years, and he has kind of, helped me change as a person in terms of, right from being responsible to being mindful to venting out to sharing emotions and expressing my feelings. I think he has turned out a great influencer for me in these years, and he is such an adorable that you look at him and you fall in love with him. So I think he has done not just played a major part in my life. I think he's played a major part in my family also, where I think everybody kind of goes and vents out to him when they want to in isolation. So I think he's been a great companion since then.
Wow, beautiful. After you have described Dino, I feel like I should meet him right away. So,
I think it's really unfortunate that he's not here at this very moment. He is spending his weekend with my parents, helping them overcome lockdown, mental stress. So he's
yeah.
not here, but maybe next session when we maybe happen to talk, then he'll be right here with us.
Yes, definitely, definitely. So, since you have shared about Dino and about animal assisted therapy, I really want to know what exactly animal assisted therapy is and what are the benefits that people can derive from it.
All right. So Animal assisted therapy is a small chunk of animal assisted interventions. Animal assisted intervention is something which is a broad picture, which basically, it talks about, uh, which is goal oriented, it's more structured, it is more incorporating animals in terms of health, education, and health services, and the purpose of therapeutic gains, and which is also improvising your health and wellness. Animal assisted therapy, that's AAT, animal assisted education, that's AAE, and animal assisted activities, that's AAA, all are forms of animal assisted interventions.
Okay,
And
so
what
you
we
practice
practice,
one form of the whole interventions, right?
we actually practice all of them, but which goes most in hand is the animal assisted therapy. Knowing about animal assisted therapy, it's not much different from interventions. It's also goal oriented, it's more structured, it's something which is a documented therapy, and it's also used for the wellness of health and mental well-being. For this, we also have therapy dogs, which are trained therapy dogs, which are to be used for animal assisted therapy. And also, this therapeutic session is only practiced by professionals.
Okay. So I understand, getting trained as a therapist, but how do they train dogs? Like Dino is a therapy dog. So what
Yes.
is the process like? What is it?
So, to be a therapy dog, one dog needs to pass a test, that's a behavior test, which is done by the animal behaviorist. You have to check the temperament of the dog. If the temperament of the dog is right, that's when we can, make him use as a therapy dog. If you have a dog with anger issues, or someone who's constantly growling, or he snaps back, such dogs cannot be used as a therapy dog, though they are still lovely, but we cannot use them as in a profession, which can be little, knowing the clients are a little sensitive.
Dangerous. Yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
Hmm.
you it can build more anxiety in your clients. So we
Right.
try not to have those dogs in our session, but definitely one dog has to go under the test of the behavior, and yeah.
Okay, okay, great. Wow, this is amazing. Like, even you can train some, you can train a creature who doesn't even talk. Like, even if we have the skills of communication, sometimes it becomes so difficult to convey what we want to, right? And
Yes.
therapy, talk therapy doesn't work always. And it's just
Yes.
beautiful how we can use animals to heal.
Yeah, so like you also asked about the benefits of AAT, and there are lovely benefits in terms of physical health and your mental well-being. So, in terms of physical benefits, you have something like motor skills, which are enriched. You have, reduce blood pressure. You have reduce the risk of heart attacks. You have releases of your hormones. In terms of mental benefits, you can say there is more focus and attention, there is increased self-esteem, there is reduced anxiety, grief, or isolation, or even depression, which is also worked upon. So there are n number of benefits which we can have with this therapy.
Wow, this is really something really great to know about. So, Priyanka, I want to know how do you use AAC and what are the populations you have worked with?
Population we work with is stress, anxiety. We have depression. We have kids with learning disorder or with autism, for that matter. It can be used across a lot of other fields. We also visit schools to have like a fun session with the kids apart from the therapy. And we also have corporate events where, the Friday to Friday 1 hour of free sessions the employees have in the office, where they kind of have their workplace well-being, where they boost employees morals and satisfaction, and also which increases productivity. So we have n number of population and people to be worked with.
Agree. So, since you've shared about the variety of people you work with, I really want to know at least one case, like, where it has brought a change in somebody's life.
Yes. So we have a number of cases where AAT has worked really well.
Hmm.
But the most memorable and the first experience, which I would want to, that's my personal experience, well, and something where I realized that this is it and it's going to work. That's when we used to visit a school and we had a kid who was diagnosed with ADHD, and he was a kid who was unable to sit in the class for even more than 10 seconds, okay, like counting on your fingers, and he would just get up. Very He used to disturb the class, maybe walk around the class, not let the teacher teach, incomplete books. That's when he got introduced to us and Dino was his therapist as well, where we used to include Dino in his sessions, and we made Dino sit in the sessions, which ultimately helped the child sit with him, write his books, complete homework, and at the same time listen to teacher. So it was a long process, but by the end of the time, I think it was a great success for us because the child was able to sit for like more than 20 minutes.
I think
So
children having ADHD, even completing one small goal of just
yes,
being able to sit for a long
yes,
time,
yes.
wow, it's just wonderful, you know.
Yeah, it was a great experience at first when I came across this and it worked out. I think that's when I also had a strong feeling that this is what I want to take it forward from here.
Wow, this is really amazing. Thank you so much for sharing about your case, Priyanka, and about all the information regarding animal assisted therapy. If any of you, any of our viewers want to, experience animal assisted therapy firsthand, can contact Ms. Priyanka Gaikwad here. I'll be putting up information about her for sure. And she has a clinic, Mind Over Matter, in Andheri. So I think even if you just want to go and meet Dino, it will be cool.
Absolutely. We would love to see people just to see Dino.
Okay. Thank you so much, Priyanka. It was really great having you with Man Mantra. One last thing I would ask you is at Man Mantra, we believe that each person has a mantra of life. So, what's your mantra for life?
Mantra for life, I would, what I feel is, I think you should never stop and keep moving, is what I keep try doing it for myself. And I feel that one should do their work right then and then, like do it when you want to do. Don't regret and don't stop moving forward. So I hope everyone has their own ways of having their own mantras of life, and I wish everyone keeps moving forward and does what the person wants to do.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing this with us, Priyanka. So, here we come to the end of our first episode of Sunday Stories. Thank you for watching.
Thank you so much, Miss Yuti. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.